Friday. We made it through the week, and I'm just excited to be here with you guys. And got my coffee all day, every day. I drink way too much coffee. So, right now, I want to talk about default mode and why we get into default mode and what default mode does to us. Because, as you know, I share my story all the time about how I came out of survival mode and how I became successful on my terms. Because what success looks like for me is not what success looks like for anyone else. And that's the life that I am creating right now. So, speaking of survival mode, we get stuck in default mode, and I think default mode and survival mode are very close. They're very similar. I think they, kind of synonymous there. And, and when we're in default mode, we never make progress. And you beat yourself up because you're not making progress because you keep defaulting to the same old patterns. It's very frustrating. So, you might be in default mode if you struggle with feelings of frustration, whether it's frustration at yourself or someone else. You might be defaulting to an old pattern. Um, if you are struggling with fear, because you may have a fear deep down that's real, a real fear that things will never change. And that's how I felt when, I always go back to 3 years ago when I'd been in survival mode for a very long time. I've been in a perpetual state of survival mode. I'd been defaulting. I'd been trying so many things to create a new life that I loved, to up level my life, to um, do the thing, to pursue my dreams, to be the mom that I intended to be. All those things, and nothing was working because I kept defaulting to old patterns no matter what I did. And I was fearful. I was scared. The first thing I was scared of was that other people would figure out that I wasn't as good of a mom as I pretended to be. And the next thing that I was afraid of was that I would not be able to give my kids the childhood that they deserve because I was that far down stuck. It was awful. So, um, you can also struggle with feelings of powerlessness, like I did. You feel like you cannot change anything, and you resign yourself to just more survival mode, more default mode, and you're not living in alignment with your purpose. You're not living a fulfilled life, and you're pretty miserable, and that's what it feels like. And that's why I'm here. That's why I go live every Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock in the morning. That's why I became a life coach. That's why I help people. That's what I help people with, is breaking those patterns quickly. It doesn't have to take a long time. I mean, it takes work. It's not an overnight fix, but I can give you the way out. I can show you what worked in my life, and that's what I do, because I know what it feels like to be stuck, and I also know what it feels like to break free and build the patterns that are going to be an upward spiral in your life. And that's what I teach, and I love it. It brings my heart so much joy, and that's why I do it. So most of the time, our default patterns do not serve us. Okay, and here's some examples of default patterns: how you respond to situations, or I should say, how you react to situations, because reacting is different than responding. How you react to things is your default mode, and your habits, your deeply formed beliefs that you may not even be aware of. Those are all your default mode. They are programmed into your mind from a young age, and if you feel stuck, you're likely operating from those patterns. And you go back to them, and you go back to them, and you go back to them until you become aware of them, and then you decide, I'm not living like this anymore, and you decide to do whatever it takes. And that's not the only thing. That's just the beginning. You have to know you can do whatever it takes, but if what you're doing is not working, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If what you're doing is not working, it might be time to reach out to someone like me who can help you. And I've got a free Facebook group that we talk about this all the time. If you'd like to see what we talk about in there, this is what we do. Okay, hang on, baby, and just let me finish. Thank you, sweetheart. So, it's what we do without thinking. That's our default mode. And so, When I had, I became aware of my struggle with default mode when I had tried everything to get a grip on my life and nothing was working. And I had to figure this out. I had to find all this information about mindset work and shifting your mindset and doing the inner work before you do the outer work. I had to find this on my own. Okay. And it was not an overnight fix, like I said, but it was the only thing that worked. The only thing. And I tried a lot of things. I had read a lot of books. I had listened to a lot of audios. I had talked to a lot of people. I had gone to counseling. I was desperate. I was truly desperate. And so I was very thankful when I finally found what worked and I applied it in my life. And now I'm like addicted to it. So I want to talk about, I talk about on here all the time because it's something I'm so passionate about is my new coaching program. And there's Lydia. She is not dressed yet and she's being silly. You better get down or you're going to fall. I told you. She's my number 4 baby and she's 3 years old. So in my coaching program, it is called Mindset Mastery for Moms, and it launches on the hard launch. The real launch is July 12th. But right now I'm looking for beta testers. So if you don't know what a beta tester is, the program is completely done. Okay, it's created. My beta launch is right now. It is live right now. I wasn't going to launch it till Sunday, but it's already there. If you're interested, I'm looking for people who can test my program and who can give me feedback before it goes completely live to the public. Now, the benefits for you, what's in it for you for being a beta tester, number 1, you get half off the cost of the program. And you get lifetime access to the cost of the program starting right now. It's never going away. And it will never be 50% off ever again. So if you are looking to get in at the lowest price, get in right now and you have access to it. And there's a lot of value in this program. I want you to, if you're interested at all, message me so that we can have a conversation about beta launch. And so if you're interested in becoming a beta tester, I'd love to have you because I want to see you grow. And that's my heart's desire. So I'm going to get off here now. And I hope you have a good day. I will see a good weekend. I will see you at 11 o'clock a.m. on Monday morning, and I'll be at the beach.